Hey gang, how's it going? It's that time to dye my hair again. Today I am using Schwarzkopf Icy Copper level 9, and you can tell by the distressed look on my face that I am nervous to give this a try, and I'm wondering if I'm going to regret it. This is the color that is requested of me, but first I'm going to brighten my ends, give it a little bit of a lift as they're looking a little dark. I will be using the 20 Developer, and I'll be using 1.5 ounces of 20 Developer, and then I will let it sit in my hair for 45 minutes, which is perfect because I will need 30 minutes to dye my hair. I hope it's enough. That actually should be. That's perfect, actually. Needed 1.5 ounces, and I had exactly 1.5 ounces. Hashtag so blessed. The time it takes to bleach my ends and the time it takes to dye my hair will all be done around the same time. When you mix your Developer and this powdered color Brilliance, make sure you do it really well as it gets very, very clumpy. So mix, mix, mix until it's about the consistency of thin pancake mix. I'm going to be saturating the bottom half of my hair, so about from my chin down, with the bleach. This is new for me. Normally what I will do is treat the bleach as though it is mousse, and I will let it lightly touch the ends of my hair. This time I went all out and completely saturated the ends of my hair. I figured with using such a light color that this would be a better option to do than just to lightly bleach my ends. Stuff smells so bad. Because this is a lighter color that I'm going to be working with, I want to make my ends as white and light as possible. This is pushing a little bit past my comfort zone. But hello 2016. It's like the motto of my year is pushing me past my level of comfort. So why not do it with my hair? I understand I will probably need to trim my hair after this because I bleached my ends who knows how many times. Let me check my time. Where's my watch? Now that I'm done with that and I have 45 minutes to wait, it's perfect timing for me to color my hair. Now in opening the box, as you see, there is the Developer, and then there is the color cream, as well as the Intense Care Elixir. Inside of it also is the instructions, and inside the instructions are gloves, but I never use those. I am using the reusable gloves from Sally's. So open this up, pierce the cap, and oh, can you see? It's very orange. I forgot to show putting the color cream into the Developer bottle, but yep, that's what you do. And then you shake, 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 shake it up really well. Check it out. Looks like Dijon mustard. My hair actually looks pretty red in the viewfinder. I am quite impressed. It doesn't look this way in real life. Here goes nothing. So I'm putting the dye all over the top half of my hair. As you can see, I'm especially trying to saturate the roots, as the roots are darker than the rest of my hair. And then I try to get the dye all the way down to the bleached area. This is the thinnest dye that I've ever worked with, which is great. I ended up needing to make as much use of it as I absolutely could. I think that's easier with a thinner dye than it is with a thicker dye. It's got this sweet smell to it. It's like this sweet fragrance to it, which is interesting for a dye. It's actually pretty pleasant. Dang, I'm starting to wonder if I need to have 2 boxes. 4 ounces doesn't go as far as it used to when I had shorter hair. Go figure. So as you see, I am pulling the product as far down to the hair that I am bleaching as possible, but it did turn out to be a little bit of a
struggle. Now we gotta wait 30 minutes, and here's the finished product. For the most part, this just lightened my ends, and it made my ends closer to the color of the rest of my hair, and it added a little bit of warmth, which is absolutely okay. I would prefer that over it turning my hair some completely crazy color that I wasn't expecting.
Let's compare the box. Let's see. Is it this color? I don't think so. But that's okay. I feel like it just added warmth. I'm glad I brightened the ends, because I think that would have been kind of a tragedy. I think it would have made it all look generally one color. It doesn't look bad. I think it would look better if I went blonde and then went over it with the dye. That is blonde. Check that out. That is freaking yellow. Okay, what do you think? Should I be a blonde? No. I could put toner over it, but that requires doing, and I don't want to, so.
Overall, I noticed that this dye is a very pleasant dye to work with. It's not truly hard on your hair, which is a blessing and a curse. It just depends on how you look at it. If you want a dye that says it's going to turn your hair blonde and it's going to be harsh on your hair to get it to a more blonder look, then this is not the dye for you. But if you want something that's a little safer on your hair, go with this. I think this is a really great dye, and I think it's worth the cost, but be prepared that it only comes with 4 ounces of product, and you might need to buy 2 bottles to get your hair as saturated as you need it to be to have it really work for you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the flip. Bye.